Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with the final video in my Dredge Iron Rig All Achievements playthrough. We have left off at the previous video with half of the achievements left to go, and we're at the last video. So what do we need to do? Because we're going to get them all before the end of this series. So the first thing that we're going to do is complete the story for the Iron Rig, and that is to sabotage the defenses that we set up on the Iron Rig in the previous episode. So what you need to do is we're going to go to the Stellar Basin, talk to the scientist, she tells us how to do it, and then we need to once again craft something in order to complete the sabotage. And yes, it is a crate and a dark canister that you need to have in order to complete that sabotage. Upon doing so and flipping the switch, you will see the end of the story for the Iron Rig. It is our next 7th achievement in the playthrough, and it is the Iron Ruin. This one is for 30 gamer score. I think it's the only one that's not 20 gamer score out of all of these DLC achievements. And I will say, it is just a little bit of a letdown. The story, it kind of has this weird feel to it. Like the scientist's story ends on this kind of like cool moment, and the Iron Rig story ends a little bit of a, it's not even a cliffhanger, it's just slightly unsatisfying. It is the 9 out of 10 out of the whole experience, but still fun, still interactive. I still had a good time with it. It was just a little bit of a letdown compared to how good everything else was in this DLC. With that out of the way, let's get to the last of these achievements. 2 of them we can get very quickly. They go well hand in hand. That is Shadowed Splashes. This is our 8th achievement. It's 20 gamer score, and it's to have 5 dark splashes in your inventory at the same time. And you may very well have gotten this by accident at any point during this playthrough. I think I had 4 in my inventory a number of times without thinking about it, but never quite crossed over to get that 5th one. So these dark splashes are easy to get if you're sailing in a goo patch. There's these little bubbles that bubble up and come to the surface and then burst. If you drive through those, it will automatically add a dark splash to your inventory. But the really easy way is to try to catch a fish and then miss the mini game. If the mini game has the spinning wheels or whatever type of catch it is, and just miss it, hit it at the wrong time, every miss will give you a dark goo in your inventory. So you can just pull up a fish, hit the A button 5 times really fast, you'll get those 5 splashes in your inventory, and you'll have unlocked this achievement. Now, getting these splashes on the boat in your inventory also raises your stress, and that dovetails very nicely in the next achievement that we're going for. This is the Gleaming Goliath. For 20 gamer score, it is to evade the big monster in the goo. And how you do this is, as your stress increases in a goo pile, for instance from getting a bunch of dark splashes on your boat, you'll eventually see some kind of escalation happening in the goo. You'll see a tentacle rise up out of it and try to swat your boat. And if you keep going, if you keep building up your stress, eventually a whole monster will emerge from the goo. He's got like a big mouth, and he'll kind of charge at your boat and try to chomp down on your boat. You need that chomp to miss. And the easiest way is with the heat ability, the engine overcharge, which gives you a little burst of speed. And so have that ready, and ideally, if the monster comes up and your boat's here, you want to be set up at a 90-degree angle, so as he comes in to chomp down, you go forward and get out of his way with that engine boost ability. It's not that hard, you don't need to be that precise. I think on mine I actually just outran him as he tried to get me. I don't even know if I used the boost right. It's easy enough to get done, but if you miss, if he chomps your boat and hits you, just hang out, repair the damage if you have a quick repair item, and he'll come up again and go for a second bite if you keep that high stress, if you stay in the goo. So hang out there, work on the timing. Once eventually you'll get a little boost, you'll get out of the way, he'll miss, and you'll unlock this achievement. And with those 2 out of the way, all that's left is to finish catching the fish, to play Dredge, right? The thing that makes Dredge such a great game is the fishing mechanic, and so that's all we need to do now to wrap up the last of the achievements for this DLC. Thankfully, the Encyclopedia is very useful here. You can open this up, look for anything that you're missing, and it gives a bunch of great information. It tells you what area you need to be in. It tells you how to catch the fish. Is it a rod? Is it a crab pot? I don't think there's any trawl net entries for the Iron Rig DLC. I think everything is rod or crab pot, interestingly enough. I do recommend using the telescope set up just outside of a big area with a lot of goop patches, and you can use the telescope to kind of very quickly scan all of the different spots and have in mind the silhouette that you're looking for, and then make sure you see that in your telescope and you'll know where to go. The map has been upgraded. I think since I played it originally, you can mark certain locations, certain fishing spots, and that's kind of helpful, I guess, but not a big deal. You only need to catch each species of fish one time in order to get it in your journal and complete that species catch. As I've been recommending throughout this video series, anytime you're trying to catch a fish for the first time, you should use the atrophy ability when you do so. So I'm looking for fish X. I found it. Here's a spot. Pull up to it, use the atrophy ability. Don't just try to catch it regular, because the atrophy ability has a huge chance to catch an aberration. It's not 100%, but it's pretty close. Now, sometimes using that atrophy will only catch one fish. It may only catch the aberration and not the base version of the fish. So yes, we may need to find those fish twice, but very often you'll get multiple fish from one use of the atrophy, and one of the fish that you catch will be the aberration version, which means you'll also get the base version of the fish. This is also when the bait can come in handy. So there are, as I said, the 3 different kinds of bait exclusive to the Iron Rig. There's also the standard bait that you can do from the base game. I wouldn't really mess with that. The new bait from the Iron Rig is better for whatever you're trying to do. So there is crab bait, which is kind of useful. So crab pots, it's all about a waiting game. If you have your crab pots set up, all you really need to do is be patient. Check your pots, go to the nearest dock, and sleep for 2 days. And then check your pots again. They're gonna be 60, 70% full, and see if the thing is in there. Clean them out, sell off the crabs. It's all free money. If you don't have money, this is a great way to make money. Set up 3 crab pots, check them, go sleep. Check them and empty them, sell it off, go sleep. Check them and empty them, go sleep. Eventually, you will get the crab species that you need if you just do this run a couple of times. If you want to try your luck, you can make the crab bait, and it actually completely negates the need for a crab pot. You just throw the bait out, and it automatically catches crab on the spot. You don't get many, and you don't get much, and I don't think I ever used the bait successfully to catch the species of crab that I was trying to catch. So it had a 0% completion for me, but if you make enough of it, eventually it would work, just like it would be being patient for the crab pots. The aberrated bait is similar in how it functions. You can put this out and it catches random species of fish. So instead of, a normal fishing spot is dedicated to one type of fish, and you can catch maybe 3 of them, but it'll be the same type, or it'll be 2 of the same type and the aberration version of it. The aberrated bait it'll catch 1 of fish A from this area, 1 of fish B from this area, and 1 of fish C from this area. But you have no control over what you're getting, or how many you're getting, or if it's an aberration. It has a slightly higher chance. You can do things to your boat to increase the chance that you get an aberration, but I found it was way less efficient than just using the telescope, finding an area, getting there, and then using the atrophy ability. That was far more effective at catching the aberrations and also the standard species of fish that I was ever looking for. So if we take our time, go through the journal, start at the front. They're actually organized by area. So at the front of the journal, it's the Narrows, right? And if you're missing 2 there, get those out of the way. Just go through the journal in order. Oh, I'm missing fish number 7, I'll catch it. And then what's next? Oh, I'm missing fish number 9, I'll catch it. It's also in the Narrows. And then, okay, now I'm gonna go to the Gale Cliffs for the next 2 that I'm missing. And so just work your way through the areas, work your way through the book, catch all of the regular species and the aberrated versions. I do show where I catch each species of fish in here, just to let you know, but none of them are tricky, none of them are out of hand in terms of having to go find some special little nook or cranny or hidden secret. They're all able to be found pretty easily for the Iron Rig DLC, and that will get us our next 2 achievements. Those are Ancient Angler, 20 gamer score for catching all known species of fish in the iron rig. And then our penultimate achievement is Primordial Deviations. Once again, 20 gamer score, and this is for catching all of the aberrations in the Iron Rig DLC. And that leaves just one more. The 12th and final achievement for the Iron Rig DLC, it is Exotic Exemplar, and it's 20 gamer score to catch an exotic aberration. Interestingly, you don't need to catch all of the species of fish to get all of the achievements in the Iron Rig. In the base game, if you've played it, there are exotic fish that are one catch. You can only get them one time. They're in one location. You go there. If you're able to catch them, that's it. You've got that fish. You won't catch it again. It's done. Those are the exotic fish. Now, if you craft what's called the, I think it's exotic bait from the Iron Rig, you can go to any of those locations. So the exotic fish from the Devil's Spine was only ever able to be found in one location. You can go to any goo patch, any corrupted water patch, put out the exotic bait, and it will show up one of those exotic fish from that area. So it's the Devil's Spine exotic fish will show up if you use the exotic bait in the Devil's Spine goo patch, and you can catch it over and over and over again each time you use this. However, what we need to do is catch an aberrated version of that exotic fish. Each of the 4 now has an aberration version, and I think it's like a 10% chance to show up, give or take, but you can once again use the atrophy trick, and again, it's not 100%, but it's really high. It's like 80%. So throw the exotic bait into the water at any location that has an exotic fish, use the atrophy ability next to that location, and it will instant catch the fish, and it will likely be the aberrated version of the exotic fish. If it's not, just repeat it and do it again. You'll have to go back, rest for 2 days, let your atrophy ability recharge, and then do it again. The exotic bait is not terribly hard to make. It's not prohibitively expensive. I had a whole bunch of them during my playthrough just ready to go. And that's it. All you need to do is catch any one version of the aberrated exotic fish to get that final achievement. Now, what I am going to do, of course, because I'm a completionist, because Dredge is worth it, because it's such a good game, I'm going to catch all of them. I'll show you all 4 exotic fish aberrations being caught, and as a bonus, we're also going to head to the Pale Reach, and we'll get that exotic one. That one's a little tricky. It's not technically an exotic fish, or maybe it is. I'm not sure how it's classified, but there was only one time that you could catch a certain species of shark in the Pale Reach. And again, that will work here. Take an exotic bait, drop it in that location, and it will make that fish show up again. Use your atrophy, you'll likely get the aberrated version of that. And that's all but one of the species of fish in the entirety of the encyclopedia. And that just leaves one special entry. And I had mentioned in the previous video that what we saw was kind of the end of the scientist's story. Well, we can see how it actually turns out. If you go underneath the Iron Rig, so de-dock and go right where the drill kind of goes down into the water, just sail under there, park there, and use not the exotic bait, but the aberrated bait, there is a chance that you can catch our dear friend the scientist in his mutated form. Once again, I recommend using the atrophy ability. It seems to make him, the chances of catching him be higher. I did have to do this a couple of times. It did not work on the first or second try. I think it took me 3 tries of recharging my atrophy, dropping the aberrated bait, and then using the atrophy ability. And you can catch the final species, number 230, in the journal entry, is the remains of the scientist, and you can hang on to that one and mount it on the wall of your ship because it is the most interesting species of fish in the whole game. And that's it. That wraps up Dredge in its entirety. Such a good game. The DLC, I was a little nervous going into it. Am I going to remember it? Is it going to be as good as I remember? Yes. Fantastic game all the way through. Love the DLC. Hopefully you guys play Dredge as well. Hopefully this inspires you to go do your own playthrough. I absolutely love this game. And if not, at least maybe you had fun watching me enjoy myself as I played through this game. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.